So we've gone through concluding sentences now, and the last thing that I want you to learn is to write a linking sentence. A linking sentence can also be the last sentence in your paragraph, and I'll explain when and how to do that. A linking sentence then links this paragraph to the next one. So you might want to use linking sentences to finish your paragraph if you're discussing an argument. So if you are writing one paragraph about one specific argument and then you're moving to the next one, a different argument, it might be interesting to end the first paragraph with something that links it to the next argument. So this creates a better flow in the text as well. You could also use a concluding sentence here, but or you're continuing on a specific topic, right? Sometimes if we're writing longer text, we might want to use several paragraphs on one minor topic, just because it kind of structures the text better. Very long paragraphs might be hard to follow. There might be a lot of information in that paragraph. So also creating shorter paragraphs gives the text a structure where there's sort of breaks in the argument or the topic, so it's easier to read essentially. So when you're writing a linking sentence, you might want to use linking words. You don't have to, but it could also be a good way of creating this flow between paragraphs. Linking words are good to use anyway in paragraphs because, again, it creates a better transition between sentences, right? So you can use it to link two sentences together. You can make the text flow better or show the reason between several ideas. There's many ways of using this. So let's look at an example. This is the paragraph that we've written so far. Here is my previous concluding sentence. So just adding a sentence really, but I'm adding here a linking sentence to end the paragraph because I'm probably going to go on writing about a related topic. Let's look at a linking sentence here. So I've got my previous concluding sentence. So as a result, Indigenous peoples face increased poverty, drug and alcohol misuse and violence. So this is a fine concluding sentence, right? But maybe I'm going to go on writing a paragraph about how Indigenous peoples are fighting this, right? So then I add the word however, which is synonymous with on the other side, kind of indicating that I'm going to move on to a different argument. So, or a different side of the story, maybe. So, however, Indigenous peoples are also finding strength in their own communities and building powerful resistance movements. So, here I'm bringing in a new thing, right? But in doing this, because I'm planning to now write a paragraph about the resistance that Indigenous people put up towards losing their rights and cultural expression. So if you said this and then you went on to something completely different in the next paragraph, that wouldn't be a really good sentence to have at the end. But if you're going on to talk about this other side of the story or topic, then it would be a good way to indicate to the reader what you're doing next. Right, so just kind of emphasizing this however, because I'm going to show you some examples of linking words that you might use. So here are some examples of linking words. Like I said, you can use this obviously wherever in the paragraph, but it can be a good way of making a linking sentence stronger. So they have different usage though, right? So you have to consider what the point of the linking word is, right? So sequence, if you're listing different things, you might say firstly, secondly, stuff like that. Or you're kind of transitioning to another argument. You might start next. Next, I'm going to be doing this. Stuff like that, right? So, and then we have the normal ones like and, also, to, which you already know, of course. Result, emphasis. So we would use this to kind of emphasize what we're saying, right? So obviously, Indigenous peoples suffered as a consequence of European colonization, for example. Here are examples. Many of you used for example already, but some to vary your language, you might want to consider using some of these others. Yeah, so just want to show you this, so it might be a good idea to have a look at this while you're writing, because it's good to kind of try to vary your language a little bit.